Hi everyone, my name is Malkabuso Habon Sirite and Mahlangu. I'm aware that I know how the mind works and I know how awareness and the mind, work together. I do life coaching. What I do with life coaching is simply to create a flow because we get stuck on what awareness and consciousness show us in the areas of the mind. We get absorbed in there instead of being able to observe, be aware of our awareness. What you are aware of, you also need to be aware of that, in the present, consciously, without being absorbed. Because of when you are absorbed in it, you honestly would not be able to operate, to stop and change, to drive, to be in the control seat. Now, for the longest of time, having known how the mind works, and I wanted some help, to say, how can I elaborate on this? And one doctor said, no, you can't be. You can't be the only person that I think could be able to talk about the mind. You must be a Mandela and be brought up in a particular way. Guys, I come from a really poor background, but I have been equipped. I have been equipped. What makes me confident is to realize that we are awareness, and what awareness is interpreted as is that we are the light. What we are, the way we behave is actually the manifestation of different areas of where awareness leads on our mind. So the mind is as vast as everything that you see and can comprehend. That is a manifestation of what people have created out of their energy. So you can create if you know how to operate your awareness on the mind. What is the mind? The mind is different areas of feelings, of creativity, of energy. Where our awareness is, our energy will increase in that area. There is more than what meets the eye. It's the same with our life. Our life is more of what meets our eyes. If I wasn't aware of the person that I am, I'm sure a lot of things could have gone wrong. But because I have been conscious, I have been able to also use my willpower to shift my awareness on other areas of the mind, to areas whereby I want to grow. Because human beings, our existence on earth is limited. So is energy. Our energy is limited. You can imagine when you wake up in the morning and start doing things that are not helping you to create, that are not taking you forward. You indulge in habits that are not going to help you with anything. You are not going to be creative on this earth. You are not going to be in control of your awareness. You're going to be in control of the light that you are. What awareness does is, depending on who you are, what your willpower is, how in charge are you of your willpower, how in charge are you to create more of what you realize and to discontinue what you don't like. It's also about that there is more to how you behave. Like, where your awareness is, you are able to grow your energy, and where you have energy, depending on the volume, on the weight of the energy that you have, depending on how recharged you are able to create. And we are able to create good and bad. You know, I'm Christian, I believe in God totally, and it is also on that reason of wanting to show you how the mind works, you know, on the awareness that takes us to particular areas of the mind. Today I'm doing this video without wearing my glasses, and I know that I would look different to other people, but I shouldn't be looking different because of I am a human being created by God, you know, and that's why somewhere I said I am a South African also, because of I am aware that social media, on the domains of social media that we exist in, it's not only for the friends that you have given permission to be your friend. It is also for friends of friends, because of it is how visual information and virtual, you know, information is being shared and is being stored. So it goes to far ends of the world, and I am aware that I'm South African. I am aware that today I'm doing this recording without wearing my glasses. I'm aware that I am doing this recording with the hairstyle that I am wearing today. This is my natural hair, and it is also, you know, called Benny and Betty. I take it that Benny and Betty come from the simpleness of just tying your hair for good nights. You know, I used to call it good nights, but I found also that some of the people that I know, they call simple plaiting Benny and Betty. And Benny and Betty were the the characteristics that we read, you know, about in Bantu education. So now that I have explained to you that I come as natural as I am, simply to represent what God has created, guys. But now, if on your awareness, if on your light, if on your consciousness and perception, I appear to you to be as ugly, there's that possibility, because of a person is not the same to all other people. So some people will like me as they see me. You know, it's a different things, because of we are spiritual beings. They would be picking up the willpower and the spirit that I'm sitting with here. Others will be judgmental, you know, to say that, why is she not wearing glasses? Look, if she's not wearing glasses, this is how she looks. You know, her eyes have bags or doesn't have bags, are deep, or she's got black marks on the face, and so forth and so on. Or the hair, you know, somebody said that they don't like the spiralness of my hair. Hello, I am created by God. That makes me confident, and that gives me the willpower to say that I am a powerful human being, because of I know what I know, and out of what I know, I am representing. I'm representing God. I'm representing my tribe. I'm representing South African women who would want to be confident and appear on the far ends of the world as they are. This is what it is, and this is the awareness that I'm bringing, that we are the light that we are, and what we are goes beyond what meets the eye. You would find that I'm appearing this way, and somebody would love me, you know, for bigger and better things. And you would also find that somebody would criticize me. That is what awareness does. Awareness takes you to areas of the mind that exist. And when you are shown the light on the particular areas, when you want to embrace, when it's positive and it's something that you want to be associated with, good for you. Embrace it. It's confidence, you can do it. But when you don't like it, I think that it is time to transform. To transform to authenticity. Be the person that you are meant to be for God. Don't be something whereby in your actions you're saying to God that you could have created me in this way. This is not what I like. Either way, I'm just showing you examples that in our mind there are areas that are good that we can associate with. There are areas that are bad and they are overwhelming and we don't want to be associated with. Guess what? It is part of what the mind is. It is just areas, guys. We have the power to choose, and what you choose also is a model, because of you just select to say yes to others and no to others. But the energy that goes into the yes and the no creates magic of distance equally to what you would embrace as much as to what you would denounce. We have the power. The only thing is to know. The only thing is to be thoroughly aware and in control, because of awareness has an element of being uplifting. Awareness has an element of being neutral, and awareness can also be draining. So what is draining is that the energy that is on that awareness, when you grow it in negativity, it's going to overwhelm you. I'm a Christian, I go to church in Mamelodi, I'm Lutheran, and people who have been 8 meters with me, and the distance of the circle of people that I have, the ones that I have spoken to, they know how loud I am, that I don't believe in the devil, because of I haven't agreed and signed any contract to do anything that would embarrass me or would make me to account in the energy that I am not ready to talk about and to embrace. So I have realized that a long time ago that with the ability to know the difference between the light that I am, which is me when I'm observing consciously my behavior, I am likely to represent in the best way that I want to represent God, in the best way that I want to represent my parents, in the best way that I want to represent my husband, in the best way that I want to represent my friends, the people that I associate with. But also I'm aware that there are things that are forbidden, things that are not acceptable in society, things that can take you, to a trip, a path of being embarrassed and exposed, for things that are appearing as a misdemeanor, but according to other people's perception, they could be enlarged to be what they are. We can be in control. Where your awareness is, your energy will grow, and your energy is what you need to create. I say to people that I coach that, you need to create your ark. When you would be able to create your ark like Noah, then you are in power, because of you are able to take people into the safety net that you have created. You can create shelter for them. You can create a rest place for them. You can create whatever that you want to create, on that ark, and use it for the purposes of serving yourself, of serving your people, of serving God. Guys, we are able. Just know the areas of your mind, so that if you would be to transform yourself to the light that you want to be associated with. By the way, light are in colors. You find light that is bright, that is yellowish, that has a wide background, and you also find light that is dim. When your conscience is not happy about something and you talk to me, I would be able to pick up what is the problem with you. I have done this with colleagues at work. You know, one of my colleagues used to say that, Milka, you are intuitive. I didn't know that I'm intuitive. Even now, I think I haven't associated myself with being intuitive, and there could be a possibility in that area of being intuitive. But what I am conscious about is my willpower, you know, to shift and control my awareness so that I'm fully accountable of what my mind is bringing forth, you know, according to what is lit in the area of the mind. Do I embrace it, or am I not ready to deal with it? I'm able to shift. When it's time for me to work on it, it's better also to start working on your transformation than waiting for the universe to push you to bring change, because of change is inevitable. Guys, we need to evolve. We cannot be stuck. So that is what I wanted to talk about on model, linking model to awareness, linking awareness to what awareness does for the mind. You know, the mind is what it is. It's different areas of existence. Awareness takes you there. Takes you there for you to be aware. So what you need to be aware is, be aware of what your awareness is at. Because of when you are aware of your awareness, then you are able to create change. Quickly, I will give you an anecdote. You know, as I grew up from matric, I was given a direction, kind of, you know, by thought that I could be either a nurse, a teacher, or an office administrator. And I have been a nurse because of, amongst people that I talk to and I have had, the feedback that they've given me is that talking to you, it's helpful, I feel better, meaning that it's therapeutic. Then I also realize now that I want to teach people how to become the awareness that they would be proud of, how to use awareness and shift it on the areas of the mind, because of the mind is not a small thing. You know, almost everything that we see on earth that has been created by men, it's the manifestation of the energy that human beings have had to create what they could create in the biggest form. Then I have been an admin staff for the former president since 2009 to 2018 February. And I worked with one colleague that I would want to mention proudly by name. And not that he has done anything, but I realized what he was talking about, but I couldn't tell him at the time. You know, Majola, here is the answer. Working in the office of the president, there are peak times where pressure, you know, is high, especially during speeches of the State of the Nation address, you know, questions, answering questions to Parliament, and so forth. So for, I'm sure, many years, Bongani Majola one day confronted me and said to me, Milka, why is it that when everybody is under pressure, you are not moved? You know, you're the calmest person ever in the office. And then Majola made an assumption and made a conclusion that, yeah, it's because of your husband, you know, is supporting you, you're being loved, and you don't have problems. Because of Majola, I appeared like a perfect person who doesn't have, you know, a twinsy little bit of problems. We all have problems, because of one of the biggest problems is to find who you are. You know, the universe from time to time throw us solutions by chance, and the next thing, magically, we're able to do something, and the next thing, when you want to do it again, you cannot do it. Then when Majola pursued me and confronted me that, why are you calm? What makes you to be so calm? I didn't respond. This is the first time that I'm responding on this video. And then what happened, Majola, is that I know what creates people to be under pressure. People procrastinate. We procrastinate. You know, especially writers. You would say that you have a writer's block. But if you don't bring in love for writing and discipline, to do the work, then you lose purpose and sense of urgency at that particular time. By the time you're going to deliver it, it's now answering question times and you are on the 11th hour. I'm aware that you have been doing things the way that you're doing, and because people are not in control of their vibration, I have many a times, I'm that person who would be next to you, will pick up your vibration. I have many a times picked up colleagues' vibration and know that they are going to be in trouble. They are going to create generalized anxiety in their mind. And if you are anxious in an excessive amount, you will have to be given a serotonin replacement because of you're depleting yours. And even worse, people drink alcohol in excessiveness, which depletes your GABA. You would be protected from generalized anxiety and anxiety on its own. So guys, we are complex human beings. We are enigma, we are mysterious, but we have all the tools. We are a model. As I said in another video, that the secret is to mind yourself. If you don't know how to do it, find somebody who will help you, a coach, somebody who can mentor you. I want to stop here. I invite you to subscribe, to write to the email that will appear on this screen channel, and share. Most importantly, put the notification button on so that when I do other recordings, you will be able to be notified.